Musty. For Brazil, it's going to be Korean Maliko, Dafons, Exodal, Liramin, Victor Skull, Zubs, and Ju. Or Ju. However you say that. We need a pronunciation guide, 40. It's getting out of hand.
A pronunciation guide would always go up. I believe one of the Dafons is My Angel Flare, if you know them from that username. But two pretty stacked rosters, two rosters which I think will be very comfortable at this mid 6-star rating. I think there's going to be a lot of close maps here in qualifiers. A lot of the maps both of these players played ended up getting very, very close. Not too many distinct wins. You obviously had France, who had a very big lead on No Mod 1, but in this pool particular, there's nothing really too similar to the No Mod 1 in the qualies pool. I guess the closest you'd have is something like Hard Rock 1, but I do think the biggest obvious ban for Brazil is going to be that low AR hidden slot, which they just immediately banned out, and that is completely fair. I think that's really where France has a massive lead on that low AR hidden comfort, but France instead banning out the DT3, so not really feeling too good on the high BPM tapping.
I believe we saw the same exact pair of bans in an earlier match. I can't remember if it was US-Thailand or Chile-Sweden, but Hidden 1 has been a popular ban.
Yeah, I do think Hidden 1, it's one of those skill sets, obviously, Hidden 1 being Hidden 2 in conventional quote-unquote pools, it's low AR hidden. It's such a polarizing skill set. You'll have some teams who have 4 players who are really good on it and they'll put up an insane score, and some teams who'll put half that score on average. It's not like other skill sets where you can have like a pretty good fight. It's very, very polarizing, so it's a fair map to have a common ban on.
Indeed, and also it's throwing a lot of people for a loop here, because typically you see that low AR hidden pick as the HD2 slot. The map poolers decided to be cheeky here and switch things up. Hidden 1 is Hidden 2, and Hidden 2 is Hidden 1.
Yeah, not too hard to remember just for this pool in particular. I believe because Hidden 1 is the custom song of the pool, not just the custom map, the custom song. They wanted to kind of put that in full showcase in the Hidden pool.
Had to give it top billing there, and we're still waiting on the opening pick here. Not sure who got it. I believe it's Brazil picking. It's going to be No Mod 4.
Yep, so Brazil picking the tech map of the pool. This is one of those skill sets where Brazil did have a good little lead on France. I believe they had a just over 300k lead in qualies, and Brazil, honestly, a very strong tech country, and this is I guess this is one of the more conventional maps of the pool. This is just your solid tech map. If you're a tech player, you'd love maps like this. Definitely a little bit on the diff spikier side. There's notably a few sections which lean very heavy on cuts, some cut doubles, some cut streams, but this map is just what you're looking for if you're a tech player.
And we see the stars coming into the lobby. It is a star-studded lobby. 2 countries with a lot of experience and depth in their respective communities, as well as great fan bases. This should be a good match here, Vorty, for us, as we see Musty, Mbappe, and Okoro in the room for France. Exodal, Dafons, and Korean Maliko lining up for Brazil.
Yeah, and I mean, on one hand, like, this is obviously Brazil's first pick, but man, the roster that France is putting up here looks pretty scary. Obviously, France has done some pretty scary things on tech in some other tournaments, but I do expect this is going to be a matchup where pretty much every pick is contested from both sides. I could imagine breakpoints being traded left and right, but we'll see how this one goes. Brazil's first pick, No Mod 4.
Indeed, Star Command about to get in the chat. Referee about to get us started. Bracket K puts the command in, and this one is ready to rumble here. Winner takes on Poland.
I do think in this map in particular, you do not necessarily want to be missing super early in the intro. That's where you're going to have some time to build up a little bit free combo before you get into the first quote-unquote difficult section.
You know, the big question here is, how do we pronounce that one player's name on France? Is it Fie? Is it Faya? Is it Faye?
I think it's Fie. I could be wrong.
Fie? F plus vowels?
Yeah,
need
I
some
think
help.
I believe it's FIE.
We're gonna go with that. It sounds pretty nice. But anyway,
See a nice relaxing intro here.
yeah, nobody getting caught out here. It's just a slight accuracy advantage for the French at the start here. And we will await somebody to blink here. Zubs struggling a little bit, is the difference maker. Again, it's only 30k.
Let's find a break though, and so does Defons. That is an unfortunate start if you're Brazil going into your first pick, as nobody on the side of France misses in that build-up.
And it's a short map. We're already over a third of the way through. That double miss is killing Brazil at the moment. France still quad FCing, and you just can't do anything about that.
And this is a short map. It's a little over 2 minutes, and a good chunk of that is free combo. So having 2 players drop is really, really rough in that section. You're going to need France to drop pretty much now, but right now there's just not much to drop on. We're going to have to see multiple breaks from France in this next difficult section, and we're going to need to see the rest of Brazil hold if they want to win their first pick.
Yeah, it would take a meltdown. It's already 400k. We may be able to call it here, but the accuracies are just looking so nice from Okoro, Faye, and Mbappe. Musty the only one struggling a little bit on France, but maintaining the FC, getting the job done. Korean Maliko going down. That is going to spell an opening break point for France.
Yeah, it is pretty much sealed, unless we see a quad chain miss break from France. But everybody getting through that section, hitting the cut streams. Okoro does find a drop, but still the rest of France. Musty also breaks, but Mbappe and Fie are still holding on.
Yeah, they're going to battle over that MVP slot, but it's too little too late for Brazil. They're down over 700,000, and France starting strong with a break point. Mbappe and Faye coming in clutch, and it is going to be Mbappe just nudging out Faye for that top slot.
And that is a monstrous team score for France here. I mean, this is a really tough map to be consistent on. Exotl had a really good score. Korean Maluka with the S rank and really good recoveries from Defons and Zubs, but France just held bigger combos across the board, more comfortable accuracies as well. I mean, looking at the result on the screen, you'd expect this to be a France pick, but that was Brazil's pick, and now France has a nice little lead to start with. When you have a matchup that's 1st to 5 for the victory, a single breakpoint is so huge. You're not really dealing with that many points.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And to have it as your first pick, I mean, France can really take advantage of this opportunity and try to run up a lead here. Obviously, that's the goal, but now they have the pick. And you look at what Brazil banned, and you have to wonder, do we go for that hidden 2 pick?
Yeah, I believe Hidden 2 is a lot more comfortable. It's still pretty dense, being Pro Trading 9, but it's a lot more comfortable. It is something that Brazil is going to be a lot more able to play than the Hidden 1. But I mean, considering that No Mod 4 result, you could honestly go into something like Hard Rock 2, which is the Hard Rock tech. Alternatively, you could lean into France's aim strength, go something like Hard Rock 1. No Mod 1 is a little bit different to your normal No Mod 1 aim, being a bit higher BPM. A little bit less spacing, but more snappy on the high BPM aim. But we'll have to see what they go for here. Lots of options.
Free Mod 1.
Yeah, so Free Mod 1's another interesting one when you're looking at slots similar to No Mod 1. Has a little bit of that aim consistency, but a lot more focus on flow aim consistency, especially on the modded players. You're going to need players who are really comfortable in either Hidden or Hard Rock to get that good team score. And I think notably for France, I mean, you have Justman and Okoro. Justman's going to be a machine on Hard Rock. Okoro is going to be a freak on Hidden. I think this free mod team overall is just really, really strong for France.
I'd have to agree, and also this is, because of the breakpoint, it's a perfect opportunity for France to really warm up their players on their respective mods. So I do like this free mod 1 pick, leaning into that aim skill set that favors them, you mentioned, but also allowing their players to warm up on respective mods. A brilliant chance. You don't get those that often.
Yeah, it's always nice to be up a breakpoint at the start of the match. Gives you some leeway, gives you the ability to lean into a variety of skill sets, and this is a great way to do it. I mean, this map alone opens up so many possibilities if it goes well.
And we'll see how Brazil respond. Liramin and Zubs checking in. And we'll see how the mods line up.
Curious to see the mods here. I expect to see Korean Maluko take maybe the hidden. I have to see. It's not going to be Just Man on Hard Rock for France.
Yeah, it's going to be Flavin checking in here for Mbappe.
A Koro no mod, Musty hidden, Flavin Hard Rock, Exotl Hard Rock, and Liramin hidden.
So no overmods.
I mean, I think no overmods is completely fair. I would say in terms of the skill cap, the skill difficulty, modding this map is going to be one of the biggest challenges of this pool. I think you'd rather just take that consistency having more no-mod players than the greed of the overmod.
Yeah, especially if you're Brazil here, you don't want to get greedy with the overmod. You just need a breakpoint in return. An early miss from Zubs here. Not going to affect things too much, but it is going to give France about a 20k lead.
Yeah, much longer map. Obviously, No Mod 4 was a little over 2 minutes. This is a little over 4 minutes, so plenty of time to recover. And so many breaks.
Death across the board. 4-way miss.
Slow aim pattern.
Yeah,
it's actually two. Yeah, both of the No Mods gone for France.
Yeah, that caught everybody on France except for Musty. And Faye, another miss following up. Brazil looking good though, pulling that score gap back. Exotl was the only Brazilian player to miss during that flurry of trades.
I mean, it is fair. It's going to be the Hard Rock to drop for Brazil, which is probably the hardest combo to keep up anyway. Flavin was dropped to the exact same section. I think the most important combos in this map is going to be No Mods, and it's going to be that hidden comfort player. And so far, Brazil is winning out on those players.
Yeah, so far so good, but we're only a quarter of the way there as Flavin finds yet another miss for France. 40k for Brazil and growing.
Other 1/3, nobody missing.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see some accuracy sacrificed for sake of keeping that combo.
A well worth trade.
Yeah, especially in those tricky 1/3 sections. Everybody makes it through, and that favors Brazil. 100k.
I mean, we're seeing I think I mentioned this is a matchup that could just be Breakpoint City, and we're already sort of seeing the start of that. France looked so good on Brazil's first No Mod 4 pick, but now Brazil has a significant advantage on France's first pick. And if they can keep up their combos for another 30 seconds, 1 minute, it's going to look really, really good for them. Oh, that does find a break, though. That gives France a chance.
It was traded by Flavin, but Exotl also found a miss before that. And as you can look at that score differential, it's just barely going up in favor of Brazil. Another miss from Flavin. Gonna put things further in the Brazilians' hands now, halfway through.
Really up to Liramin and Zubs holding on to those big combos, the two biggest in the lobby. If they can do it, it's gonna look really good for Brazil, but as soon as one of those combos potentially drops, it's going to start swinging back towards France.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that Faye and Okoro have built up huge no-mod combos. So France are there. And but Musty goes down! That's crucial. That was a huge supporting combo for them. Now they desperately need Zubs and Liramin to drop.
That supporting combo from Musty was going to be one of those key pieces in getting France back into this map. But really now it's just up to Liramin or Zubs missing. They're just looking so strong.
Yeah, Liramin and Zubs versus Faye and Okoro, and down goes Okoro, and that is going to seal the deal. Breakpoint for breakpoint here.
Love to see it. Still a quarter left in the map. Liramin does find a break.
It shouldn't affect things as long as Zubs can hold on a little longer here, just because of the trades that have come out from France.
Yeah,
but Exotl dropping again.
Trade.
Yeah, I don't think they can lose 350,000 points. Oh, wait a minute.
Luka does find a break.
Wait a minute. Let's not do that caster curse thing.
I think we would need to see Zubs find not just a break, but a chain miss to also lower their score. Yeah, but look at that accuracy. They are powering through this outro.
Zubs getting dubs. Flavin and Exotl trade, and that will seal the deal. A 300,000 point win for Brazil. Breakpoint for breakpoint.
Love to see it. Zubs with that massive score, securing the breakpoint for Brazil. I think there was just a few misses really early on into the map, and then just a really solid, pretty much reverse choke. And now 1-1, both teams basically picking for each other. Just goes to show how close this matchup is. And now it's Brazil for their second pick.
All right, so both teams now kind of able to settle down here. Landed a break point on each other. And now they're going to try to get their footing, establish themselves on their own picks. And you have to wonder what will come out next here from Brazil. You have to wonder if France are going to eye up Hidden 2 on their next pick.
Yeah, I mean, for Brazil, in terms of a mod that they had an advantage on in qualies, it is that DT pool, but it was only by a small margin. I mean, Brazil won out on all of the DTs and qualies, but only by like 100, 200k. I don't know if that's enough to really be super excited to pick into the DT pool, especially because the DT maps in this round a little bit more comfortable, a little bit lower star rating, especially something like the DT1. It's going to be something so many teams are going to be comfortable playing. I don't know if you're going to find a significant advantage there, picking that map.
And it's also very risky given the fact that there's only 2 double time maps in the pool left, right? So if Brazil were to pick one of these double time maps, get absolutely crushed by France, France are just going to come right back over the head with the other double time pick. And it's going to be Nomad 1. We've seen Nomad 1 pick several times already today.
Yeah, this Nomad 1 is pretty spicy. Traditionally, I guess in normal pools, you have 2 different flavors of Nomad 3. You have flow aim heavy Nomad 3s and snap heavy Nomad 3s that are usually lower BPM. This map is obviously 230, so definitely not in the Nomad 3 BPM range, but it's kind of that type of mapping style. Still, it's going to be very single tappable for players who are comfortable at single tapping, but it has that snap Nomad 3 vibe, essentially.
Nomad 1 with a hint of Nomad 3.
Let's see. But I have seen a lot more Nomad 1s in recent tournaments be pulled at a higher BPM to give it a little bit of a distinction. I think when you pull Nomad 1s that are a little bit too comfortable at this round, they become very scary to pick because too many players can play it comfortably, so it feels very RNG. But these types of maps are a little bit more spicy, and that gives teams a reason to pick it a little bit more, so you feel like you might have an actual advantage there.
Also want to thank Wobble for the raid, bringing 73 viewers into this France-Brazil matchup. If you're just joining us from his stream, welcome. Breakpoint for breakpoint here. 15th seed France versus the 18th seed Brazil. Nomad 1 is the next pick from Brazil as they assemble their roster.
A raid from the Polish legend himself.
The one and only. And just in time for the third round of this one, roster set Mbappe, Flasta, Hifkill, Faye for France, Exodal, Zubs, Defons, Korean Malico for Brazil.
I think we've seen pretty similar rosters from Brazil for the most part, but obviously that's just what happens when you have a few very strong core players. But so far, neither team has won their pick, so let's see if Brazil can break the mold and win this Nomad 1.
Quite a lengthy one here, 3.5 minutes. Everyone making it through the intro all right. Slight app drop from Hifkill there, but no drops, no misses.
It's nice to see at this BPM range, you see a good mix of people alternating and single tapping. Korean Maluko finding several breaks in that intro section. Hopefully they find a way to recover. Not a great start.
That was quite a hefty drop there. Several misses, but recovering now. It'll be about a 12,000 advantage for France. Faye is going to also drop. That'll trade the miss from Korean Malico. So things are going to be relatively even here. A quarter of the map's already gone. And this has been the theme of this match. That score bar, for the most part, staying pretty close to the center.
Pretty much just those 2 breaks from Faye and Korean Maluko. Question is, who else is going to be the one to break? Exotl breaking on maybe that burst. Finding another break right after.
Ooh, Faye trades.
Trading back, but that was the low combo on the side of France. It's still 3 FCs to 2 with that supporting combo from Korean Maluko.
Oh, but another miss from Faye. That's going to stop the French from running away with it. Keep that score gap to about 10k. Brazil fighting, but as you said, that's not a miss that Brazil needed. France with 3 FCs.
It's still pretty close with Korean Maluko now having recovered. I think it's still going to be slightly France favored, but it could flip over at any moment.
Yeah, as long as Faye doesn't miss here, are we getting... Oh, Hifkeel's going to go down, and you could tell the frustration there from the cursor dance. That was a big miss. Brazil now running away with this one. 30k, just like that. Mbappe is down!
And now it is looking fantastic for Brazil. It was so close, but France just falling apart in the middle of the map.
It's Zubs and Defons. Flasta the only FC for France. Korean Maluko and Exotl building the supporting combos. But an absolute meltdown from France here in the mid-section of the map is going to put this one out of reach unless we see a meltdown from Brazil.
Yeah, pretty much as long as they can hold on for just a moment longer, this is going to be secured.
And pretty much already is, just barring, well, them not playing. I think that did it. It's insane how just like that, everything changed. It was a 10k gap half the way, and now it's 500k. And poor Flasta.
Team question mark.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's gonna have to watch the VOD, figure out what happened there.
Yeah. I mean, losing 2 of your big combos near the middle will do it. Zotl finds a break, but it's not gonna matter. Korean Maluko and Defons do find drops, but it's already done. Zubs with, I believe, the full combo.
I don't know if that's a full combo or if Zubs missed at the start, but either way, a brilliant score. I think that actually is an FC, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, Zubs with back-to-back insane scores, having the reverse choke in the last map and the FC here.
Yeah.
There's the
12,100
machine on the side of Brazil. Yeah.
Not bad. 99.2 from Zubs. Zubs getting the dubs here has been the hot hand for Brazil the past 2 maps.
I mean, especially for this map, there's plenty of rhythm switch-ups to find act drops on, so 12,100s is very impressive.
And now France will have to respond. 2 unanswered points from Brazil. They have the pick. And again, now you gotta wonder, is this when they pull the hidden card?
Yeah, I mean, I do think Hidden 2 is a favored pick for France, just considering how strong of a Hidden roster they have. And after Brazil wins their second pick, you know, I think it's a fair pick to just go lean into right away. If you're France, you're probably picking it at some point in the match. Could just do it now. Especially because it's first to 5, you don't have too much time to lose on breakpoints unless there's another map they're feeling also super confident on.
Yeah, I'm sure they wanted to kind of keep that Hidden 2 pick in their back pocket for when they really needed it, but you just never know how a match is going to go, and you never know when you're going to get the opportunity to get the breakpoint, get a chance to get a 2-point lead. But France need to tie it up, and they're going to go with double time too. So interesting. France are going to be the ones to open the DT door here and test the waters.
So this was a map or a skill set that was very contested in qualies, but this DT2 a little bit lower starting. It is also funny that France is the one picking the map with the Goku background against Brazil with the Dragon Ball Z collab.
Made by Dada.
Oh, an insane, like, I think one of my favorite collabs of the tournament. But yeah, this is a Dada map, Dada, no DT2. And yeah, it's pretty much just a good test of stamina and figure control. I do think France, notably for these types of maps at a little bit of a lower star rating, is super consistent.
Yeah, and this plays a bit differently than Double Time 3, which is the map that they banned.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't negate the fact that this is a very risky pick here from France if this does not go their way.
Yeah, if this doesn't go their way and Brazil is up 3-1 going into their next pick, that's a very scary place for France to be in. So it's going to be a very important map for France to get the win on.
All right, rosters being assembled for the French. Flavin, Flasta, Okoro, and Charlie. For Brazil, it's only Zubs and Liramine right now. And that is not the real Defons, that is the fake Defons. I don't know who the name change was. I hate these players, man.
Defons.
Defons 2.0. But all right, here we go. Star Command is in. And a very important round 4 for France. DT2.
It's going to be a very, very important map for France to win. I believe just with how these early round, first to 5 matches go, it's very unforgiving if you lose too many breakpoints. 219 BPM. Not going to be too straining for players at this caliber. I think this is going to be more of a consistency test. I believe everybody here will be able to play a map at this difficulty. The question is, who's going to find those silly drops like we saw in the Nomad 1?
It all comes down to who blinks first here. And so far, the accuracy advantage with France by about 15k. Of course, we're pretty sure it's going to come down to a miss or two. But a quarter of the way through, they're looking good.
I mean, if it did come to an 8-way act battle, that would be cool. But Flavin does end up being the first one to break. That does give an advantage to Brazil.
Yeah, there is still plenty of time, but with how well these 7 players have been comboing the map this far, you have to wonder if they're going to get another chance at Flavin with another miss. Going to put France further behind the 8 ball here.
Looking good for Brazil. They can hold on a little bit longer. And Flaste drops as well. 2 combos gone for France.
And it is a 4-way for Brazil. There's absolutely nothing France can do. They need a miss here out of Brazil. They need 2 misses. And there's one from Liramine.
There's one, and it's in the middle where the score cap you get from a break is the strongest. So that does give France an opportunity to start clawing their way back.
But they can't actually start making progress until they see another one. And Brazil is not providing them that chance. Final quarter of the map. It's only another miss from Liramine. That's not the player France needs to miss. And Charlie goes down.
Charlie! With that break from Charlie, the hopes for France to take this pick back is pretty much vanquished. You would need to see a triple break from Brazil. But with how we've seen some of these players play, it's going to be unlikely to see.
And Brazil making a statement here. Making a statement here with Korea and Maliko, Zubs, and almost Defons.
I actually think that is an FC from Defons, just a low-ack FC, which is, that's combo over act.
Combo gamer. We love it,
I think
Brazil.
It is, I think it's Okoro with the best score in the lobby, a 99.45% FC, but it's going to be Brazil with that triple FC and that solid backing score from Liramine going to take that breakpoint. And now they're up 3-1 going into their 3rd pick in a fantastic position in this match.
Yeah, Okoro and Zubs really cooking on that one. 12 misses and 10 misses. But the DT pick backfires. And now you have to wonder, where does Brazil go? Do they go DT1? Because that went so well. Or do they go for the Nomad?
DT1 is a little bit scary because it's even more comfortable than the DT2. But if they can find a pick that they can win and convert on here, they're going to be up 4-1. And at that point, you're in such a good position to win the match.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be shocked to see a timeout come here from Brazil. If they're not sure or if they're deciding between two picks, because this is the crucial moment of the match for Brazil. You want to get this right. You want to convert and have that 4-1 lead.
This pick for Brazil is extremely crucial. I mean, considering how the No-Mod 1 went, you could go for the No-Mod 3. It's obviously very different, but still, if they feel like they want to play that type of map. I mean, they did pick the No-Mod 4, but they're actually going to go for the No-Mod 2, which honestly is a fair pick. So No-Mod 2, not your traditional stamina flow aim No-Mod 2. This is a little bit more of a speedy map, a little bit more of an aim consistency / speed map.
All right. Brazil will lead with No-Mod 2 here in the top of the third round of picks. Camellia Special here. And one of the longer maps in the pool, coming in at nearly 4 minutes.
I think we've gotten to see a good chunk of the longer maps. I do expect to see Zubs perma-lobbying with just how insane they've been playing. I think they're on like back-to-back FCs with a almost FC on No-Mod 1, so just an absolute force for Brazil right now.
Yeah, a reverse choke and 2 FCs. Pretty good stuff out of Zubs right now. Keeping Brazil in it.
And I think for a map like this, which is going to be, I think, one of the harder maps in the pool to FC, having a player like that on your team who's super consistent, can pump out those FCs, it's going to be super crucial.
And, you know, fun fact about this matchup, I just looked at the pick'ems. 78.6% of people predicted France to win this match. Only 21.4% predicted Brazil. Technically giving Brazil that underdog bonus on the pick'ems.
Ooh, that's going to be huge for whoever went Brazil on the pick'ems.
Because I believe it's 25% or less. I can't remember. I was too late on my pick'ems, as I am every year.
I think I was on time by like 50 minutes on this round, because I am also normally always late.
See, I was an hour behind you. It did not go up. But here we go, on to No-Mod 2. Brazil looking to advance to match point here. France have Hifkil, Flasta, Akoro, and Charlie against Korean Maliko, Zubs, Defons, and Exodal.
You know, considering France did ban DT3, the high BPM map, this is the next highest BPM map you can go for Brazil, so I think it's a pretty fair pick.
Yep, an early miss coming out of Akoro here. Of course, it is a tricky intro. Zubs not going to be FCing this one, an early miss. Will another reverse choke be in the cards? We'll have to wait and see.
It's the intro, plenty of time left to find recoveries.
You do love those little breaks at the start, just so you can catch your breath in case you missed an intro. But here we go, into the first major key eye of the map.
Hifkil. That is going to be a big break. Quarter into the map breaks already start mattering quite a decent amount.
And Brazil's starting to open up a small lead now, 35k. France still in it. They need to hold and they need to see a miss. Oh, Charlie and Exodal trading. And you can tell from the way that Charlie just spun, not happy about it.
Yeah, I think Exodal in the same situation, but those misses pretty much even out each other. You can see the accuracy on Zubs right now, pretty much countering the early miss.
Yeah, that is some stellar accuracy out of Zubs, 99.5. The best in the lobby. And here we go, Exodal going down once again. That will help France as it is not traded, but Charlie is going to trade it right back. So back to square one now, 100k advantage for Brazil. France halfway through needs some help. They could use a couple of Brazilian player misses right now to be score cap, and Zubs is going to be the one.
Ooh, not the player you would anticipate to find the big break on Brazil, especially with how consistent they've been. That's going to give France the advantage. The score should
Oh!
Haskell and Flash, they both break. It's now just Okoro on the reverse chuck, and we have Korean Maluko and Defons now on the 2 remaining FCs of the map.
Oh dear. Things just changed very quickly for France, and now they're still in the same situation they've been in. They need a miss out of Brazil, and it needs to come from Korean Maluko or Defons, and it needs to not be traded. And it needs to happen pretty soon. Hifkill going down.
I mean, with the score lead Brazil has accrued, I think you would need both of the FCs to break and Okoro to hold.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. They need both the FCs to fall. But that's not happening. Korean Maluko combo gaming, low AC, high combo.
I mean, this is one of the, I would say, the most mechanically demanding maps of the pool.
There goes Okoro.
Oh, yeah, with that break from Okoro, it is over. This will be the win on Brazil's 3rd pick, and they're going to be up 4-1 after this, which is a pretty dominant position to be in a 1st-to-5 matchup.
Yep, here we go into the death stream. Exodal gets caught out. And Defons and Korean Maluko will hold on to their FCs here. Job done. Look at Defons. That is the definition of combo gaming. 95% FC in the World Cup. 864K. You love to see it.
I mean, that 95 still matches like a good chunk of the accuracies on France. Brazil clearly a lot more comfortable on the high BPM. Makes sense why France banned the DT3, but a very good pick from Brazil to notice that weakness and capitalize on it.
And now the problem for France here is I feel like their pick is forced. I feel like they have to go for that hidden pick.
Yeah, I think I would agree. The hidden 2, I think it's just France's best skill set. I think you really, really want to go for it, and you need a pick. You need your best map pretty much at this point. You cannot afford to lose a map. You can't just win your picks. You also have to win Brazil's next pick, but I think it's just hidden 2 here. It's a lot more comfortable than the hidden 1, but I think it's still going to be a map that France has a comfort advantage on.
Yep, so even if France does win this, they will have to win 2 more to force tiebreak. The question is, what are they going to go with? We might see a timeout called, we might not. I just feel like you have to go for hidden, considering that Brazil banned hidden 1. But like you said, best map is what matters at this point.
If they have a map in mind that they feel even better on, obviously go for that, but I can't really see what that would be. Hard Rock is a very scary thing to just delve into when it hasn't really been explored yet other than the Hard Rock players on Free Mod 1.
Yep, and we now see the official calling for the pick, so time is running out. It's going to be Free Mod 2.
You go Free Mod 2. Interesting. So it is the small circle / low AR Free Mod. And actually, I'm surprised I didn't think of this, obviously, because it is, AR8 or AR 8.5 CS5, and most players are going to likely want to go no mod. This is effectively the other low AR option, and that plays into France's low pro trading strength.
And we now see the real Defons coming back in. Subbing in for the stunt double.
Yep.
And Mbappe checking back in. Ah, yes. France have realized they're down 4-1. Subbing Mbappe back in will surely lead to the reverse sweep.
Surely. I imagine Mbappe, also known as Jessman, probably goes Hard Rock on this. Expect to see either a Koro or a Musty on the hidden. On the side of Brazil, I think we did see Liramin go, I think, hidden on the last free mod, and then Korean Maluko Hard Rock, so we could see a similar lineup.
Now, I'm wondering if we see an overmod here out of France. I mean, I don't think we will, just because of their situation, but... Oh, and Faye checking in.
I don't think you would see an overmod on France, but just because I think they'd rather have those players play the low approach rating no mod, I couldn't anticipate an overmod on Brazil just by going over on Hard Rock if they don't have enough comfortable low approach rating players, but we'll have to see what they want to go for here.
The mods, it's going to be Flasta on Hidden, Mbappe on Hard Rock.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, Flasta is like the hidden machine. And I mean, they have several hidden machines on the side of France, but it's going to be no overmodding.
Oh, Exodal on Hidden. Okay. Korean Malico on the Hard Rock. So, bottom row is all no mod. Makes it easier for your viewing pleasure.
Very nice, very well coordinated by the teams.
They're looking out for us.
Yeah, this map, very slider heavy, lots of long sliders and ticks. Mbappe going to be the first to break on the Hard Rock combo. And I think the accuracy is going to be pretty brutal on this map, especially on the Hard Rock. Korean Maluko also trading. I think this map is just insane for the Hard Rock players.
I think we're already getting a little taste of how difficult that is going to be for the Hard Rock players. Misses from both of them already. But the accuracy advantage is with France. And looking at these hidden player accuracies, Flasta 95% versus Exodal, who is on a 90% hidden FC right now. One of these players is definitely more comfortable than the other. Defon's going down.
Oh, that break from Defon's is so unfortunate, especially because it was the highest AC combo from Brazil. And now in the intro, that's going to give France the advantage.
Oh, we see a trade.
Will drop though.
And we see a trade, but that's actually going to favor Brazil. So that takes an FC, extra FC off the board. And right now, the combo advantage is pretty much nil. I think it's slightly in favor of France, but both teams have about the exact same amount of combo.
Yeah, but it's a little bit scary because one of the big combos right now on the side of France is that Hard Rock, which is very volatile just by the nature of Hard Rock on this map. But if anybody can hold it, it's Mbappe. But obviously right now... Oh, but Lirabin finds a break, and now Defons as well. That's going to be a huge advantage to France now.
I think Defons was client, but Liramin's break is definitely going to put them further behind the 8 ball here. Over 100,000 points in favor of France now, and as you said, it's really Ekoro, Faye, and Mbappe
and Exodal finds a break as well, and now it's just a monumental lead for France.
Yep, this could have been the money pick here for France. Brazil not really having somebody who can enjoy hidden on this map. Because we noticed during the last free mod it was Liramin on the hidden, so maybe they just didn't have anybody who was really comfortable on hidden on the free mod. Exodal doing their best.
I mean, it is tough. I do think France was always going to be favored on these low pro trading picks, unless you had an insane overmod on Hard Rock, but then you're playing multiple Hard Rocks on this map, which is just really brutal. Yep. Mbappe does find a break on the Hard Rock combo, but it's still a Koro and Fie on those FCs with Flaste on the big recovery.
Yeah, the damage has been done despite the miss from Mbappe, and you see they're still actually gaining, building up that score lead as Liramin goes down. So France looking really good on this. They should walk out of here with their second point.
And a crucial second point that is. Obviously, every pick from here on out is match point. This puts France back in the match, gives them the opportunity. If they can break point on Brazil's next pick and then convert on their own pick, we could see a tiebreaker, but it's still Brazil 4-2 after this pick.
Yeah, Korean Malico now dropping, and that is going to seal the deal. No big combos left on Brazil. All eyes on Faye and Ekoro.
This is a pretty monstrous score from France right now. This is a brutal map to be consistent on.
And you can just tell the no mod is the difference right now for France. I mean, they did better on mods too than Brazil, but you look at the difference in the no mod scores, and that really does tell the whole story.
Exodal actually going to be the highest score on the side of Brazil with hidden over the two no mod scores, and I think that's just goes to show the difference in the third and fourth player comfort for low approach rating. I think it's notably why they banned Hidden One. But obviously you can't ban all the low pro trading maps, and they did end up having to play that map. But it is Brazil for their fourth and actually last pick. This is going to be their last pick no matter what. So if they can convert, they win 5-2, but if they end up dropping and losing the breakpoint, it could get very, very spicy.
Yeah, it could get spicy, but again, France are still not out of the woods. We're going to the top of the fourth round of picks here. Like you said, Brazil's last pick. A chance to put the final nail in the coffin. And we'll see where they go with it.
I mean, you mentioned the DT1 earlier, and I wasn't super sure about it just because of the comfort.
Yeah,
they do go for it. I mean, considering they won the DT2, they won the Nomad 2, both maps. I mean, DT1 is literally sandwiched in between those two in terms of BPM.
Right.
I think this is just the pick. Brazil has been so consistent on these more conventional maps. I think you just go for it. France has found some, I want to say, uncharacteristic breaks on these types of maps. So I think you just bank on the fact that as Brazil, you're super comfortable at the skill set. You're going to get, hopefully, a good, very, very good team score. Hope to see France get 1 or 2 silly misses and convert on the pick. But, I mean, what can you say? Satellite Senya.
Yep, Satellite Senya.
This is just the DT1 dream, the heaven for a DT1 player.
And they really didn't have many other options. It was either this or Nomad 3. Because, I mean, Hard Rock made no sense because neither team had picked Hard Rock up to that point. And the only Hard Rock that had been played was on Fremod. But DT1 looks to be just the right choice for Brazil. That's what they're hoping for, anyway. And they've got their 4 already lined up. Korean Malico, Exodal, Zubs, and Stunt Double Defense.
Stunt Double Defense. I mean, considering the prior maps in this match, I do think this is Brazil favored. But it's still such a comfortable DT1 that France is going to be able to play it. So if Brazil does find some silly drops, France holds on. This is definitely a breakpointable pick, but definitely in favor of Brazil for this one.
Also, something we need to keep you updated on. The other match that is going on in progress right now is tied at 3 between the United Kingdom and Turkey. They just played Hard Rock 2, in which Turkey won by over 600k.
Yep, if that match is still going on when this one is done, I believe we will swap over.
Yep. Yeah, we would have normally put it up on the B stream, but unfortunately we didn't have enough staff available to get a second stream up, so if that match is still ongoing after this one is concluded, we will switch over and take a look. But right now, it is round number 7 here. Brazil's pick, double time 1. They're looking to close it out. For France, it's Hifkill, Blasta, Okoro, Mbappe. For Brazil, Korean Malico, Exodal, Zubs, and Defense.
Just looking at the players, the names in this lobby, like I can assure you all 8 of these players, you look at their leaderboard, it's going to be like 5 FCs on this map. But we see Hifkill with the first break. It's just the tourney pressure, the tourney nerves at the end of the day. Can you be consistent in the moment? Hifkill going to be the first to drop, but it's obviously super, super early on. That miss won't matter too much. It's going to be the misses we see later into the map.
And sometimes an early miss can be a blessing in disguise. It gets the nerves out quicker, You can't think about missing if you've already missed.
Yeah.
But right now, it's the only difference maker here. The miss from Hifkill and the accuracy is putting Brazil up by 60k, and that's a relevant margin as we're already a third of the way through, so... But again, one miss changes everything here.
As you mentioned, the accuracies on Brazil are... I don't even want to mention the double SS going on right now.
A little...
But it's looking pretty good.
A little in and out double SS right there from Korean Malico and Zubs. And France giving chase combo gaming, which is exactly what needs to be done because they are right there in position to pounce if a miss comes out. Halfway point coming up. Will anyone get score capped?
In the middle, the worst place to find a break. So far, everybody holding through.
No misses, and Brazil is slowly growing the advantage off of the accuracy, which is absolutely insane. 130,000.
looking so extremely comfortable. It's literally, even if Hifgil was holding on, the accuracies from Brazil would have them winning anyway.
Yeah, but now France are getting into a position where they need 2 misses, and Mbappe goes down! And that could be all she wrote, unless we see a double miss from Brazil. And they are cooking!
With how Brazil's been playing, I don't know if we're going to see that double miss, especially right now. It's a little bit of a slow section before we get into the last Kiai.
And that, I'm afraid that's it. Hifgil going down. Yep, I don't think there's anything France can do. Brazil are 4-way FCing, looking to put the final nail in the coffin, deliver the first seed upset of the World Cup. It is Zubs going in, delivering dubs for Brazil. With the rest of the squad in tow on a Quad FC, another 4.5 million. Make it 4.6 million for them. Unbelievable.
A monstrous scoreline from Brazil to seal the match out, winning 5-2 against France, which I don't think is a scoreline most people anticipated, considering France was the notable favorite in Pick'ems. But that is the first, I think, notable upset of the tournament, as you said. And yeah, fantastic performance from Brazil. I think Brazil playing super consistent today. Zubs with, I think that's their third FC of the match. And France just having a few more of those unfortunate misses and ended up being the difference for them.
Yeah, it turns out that double time pick that went the other way really came back to bite them. But Brazil played so well for a majority of the match and just deserved the win. Zubs undoubtedly the MVP here today. There are your winners, Brazil. They will be moving on to the winners bracket round of 16. They will face Poland. France still alive in the losers bracket. They will play Argentina next week. What a match, Vorty.
Yeah, what a banger. Good luck to those teams in the future. But I think assuming UK is still going, UK versus Turkey still going on.
It is still going.
And is Turkey up 4-3 against the United Kingdom?
But last I saw it was tied at 3. That might have changed during that map. Let's see. And indeed, the UK is up 4-3. The UK just secured the fourth point.
The UK, okay, okay. Yep. Awesome.
But things are getting spicy. That's a break point, actually, and the UK are picking next. So we're going to try to get into that match. Staff is working on it. Don't worry. Hopefully we can catch the tail ending of this, a potential TB.
I will be completely honest, a TB from UK Turkey is not what I would anticipate.
This is the 8th seeded United Kingdom against the 25th seeded Turkey. So Turkey putting up a fight. You love to see it.
A David versus Goliath moment for Turkey. The Nomad 3 has been picked.
And again, we are working on getting you visuals as soon as possible. Here we are. So let's see how things have shaped up. Turkey with a hidden one-man.
So it is United Kingdom up 4-3, and they just picked Nomad 3. So it is their last pick no matter what, but they're United Kingdom picking the alt map.
Yeah, I believe for some reason it's saying Turkey picked it on screen, but this is the UK's pick.
Yep. Always when you're quickly swapping into a different match can be a little bit scuffed on the layout, but it is United Kingdom's pick. And I do think this is a good pick for them. I think notably in this matchup, United Kingdom is, you could say, the higher skill cap team. And I do think this type of Nomad 3, which is a little bit on the longer side, very difficult to consistently combo. I think it's something United Kingdom does want to pick because you're not going to find too many low-seeded teams who are going to be able to put a good format on this.
Yeah, but let's talk about Turkey real quick, because Turkey, I don't know if you remember, a couple of years ago, they were the 32nd seed, taking a point off of the United States. They have grown into quite, how do you put it, a early round team, a low SR team, as they have clearly been proving in this match with Raikoho and the gang. With a few more client issues, we're going to get them set up and synced up.
So it was Turkey winning out on DT1 with a 3-way and really solid supporting combo. Over 4 million score for Brazil there. Turkey also winning out on the Hidden 2 and the Hard Rock 2. So a good mix of skill sets that they've won on.
And I believe the United Kingdom is down 2 of their players for this match, so that might explain why Turkey has been able to put up such a brilliant fight. But hey, credit to them. You still have to score the points.
I did notice no Akali Bed in this map, which I believe Akali Bed, the highest performer on UK. I believe if you had Akali Bed, he would be in on pretty much every map. So potentially not in this match.
No Akali Bed and no Easy Champ for the United Kingdom.
Ooh, yeah, those are some pretty rough players to lose out.
Yeah, so this is very much a real match here. Trades coming out from Hante and Shinkiro. Nomad 3. So can the United Kingdom close this out on their own terms, or will Turkey be able to force a tiebreak?
Drop from Raikoho.
That is going to put them further behind the United Kingdom, 30k. But this is a lengthy map, so Turkey have plenty of time to recover here, 3.5 minutes.
Any of time to recover, but I mean, this roster on United Kingdom, this type of skill set, which is hard to, consistently FC, you want those consistent players in Bubbleman and Kingling. Consistency is just the word I would use to describe them.
Yep, by the way, Bubbleman, before this match, just won a DDR tournament, we were told. So, he's locked in.
And Levi going to also find a break, as well as Orke. It's now only Shinkiro on, I believe, a reverse choke with Raikoho on the supporting combo. And it's still Bubbleman and Mr. Fudgeface with the FCs. UK in a fantastic position on their last pick.
Yeah, UK looking to close out here. Kingling did trade one of those misses from Turkey back, but now Turkey are down by over 200,000 points. They're going to need to see a miss from Hante, Fudgeface, or Bubbleman.
I think you would need almost 2 misses, because right now Hante is matching Shinkiro, and then you have Bubbleman and Mr. Fudgeface basically uncontested. Kingling does find another break, but it's not the important break on the side of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, definitely not the break that Turkey needs. They need to see Hante, Fudgeface, or Bubbleman go down, because we're just now past that halfway point, so that score cap would be nice and benefit them. But the United Kingdom now, 350,000 and growing. Levi going down. And this may be all she wrote for Turkey here.
I mean, yeah, already a 400k score. Hante does find a break. Okay, that's one drop. If we see Mr. Fudgeface or Bubbleman break, and Raikoho and Shinkiro hold on, there's maybe potential. But honestly, I think we would need to see Mr. Fudgeface and Bubbleman drop, but that's asking Bubbleman of all players to drop, which I don't know will happen on this map.
Well, and the problem is Orke and Levi have been chain missing essentially, so it's kind of erased any chance Turkey had of coming back, even if those misses were to come out. And unfortunate we couldn't get the really exciting bits of this match, but Turkey able to make a little magic happen and take advantage of an opportunity. The UK being down 2 players, but it will still be the United Kingdom coming away with the win. 5-3, as Bubbleman, Fudgeface put the exclamation point on it.
Yeah, I think 5-3 is still a scoreline you can be really, really happy with if you're Turkey. This is obviously United Kingdom, one of the big teams, the top 8 team in the tournament. So that is not a small feat to take 3 points away from them in the round of 32. But that will be United Kingdom to win on their 4th pick with a nice FC from Bubbleman with the 4 100s. A monstrous score.
Bubbleman, the man, the myth, the legend. And that is going to be game. United Kingdom win it 5-3. They will get the winner of Indonesia, Ukraine. And Turkey will play the loser of Indonesia, Ukraine. So GG, well played. No Akali Bed and no Easy Champ. But they get it done.
And Turkey with a really respectable 3 picks. I mean, despite having 2 missing players on Team United Kingdom, it's still just such a strong country to get 3 points off of them. As one of the lower seeded teams is still something to recognize. But I believe that will be all she wrote for now.
Yep, and that is going to do it actually for all of the Saturday matches. That was the last block for Saturday. Our next match is going to be Sunday, 5 UTC. Philippines, Mexico will be the next match, so make sure you don't miss that. Make sure you check out the store and buy all of the banners you want. You can do that now.
You can even buy multiple banners of the same country if you really like that country.
You know, I love how they did this until after I tried to do it years ago and only got one displayed and bought like 2 or 3. But it's okay, I'm not mad. Not jealous, not mad. Take advantage of it. But anyway...
pleasure casting with you, Doland.
Likewise, Vorty, likewise. Chat, don't go anywhere. 10 hours, be back here. Philippines, Mexico. You don't want to miss it. Vorty, any final thoughts?
No, just excited for a lot of the banger matchups on a packed Sunday. See you all there.
We'll see you next time. For Vorty, I'm Doland. And for Leo FLT, he's a part of the team too. Streamers deserve love. We'll see you next time.
See you there.